Alrighty, peeps. It is Saturday, the 9th, 9:26 p.m. Denver time. I want to show a video I haven't shown in, I believe, over 4 years since I went homeless the end of 2019. But let's go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. Turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light, split the night and touch the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never shared. No one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed in the wells of silence. People bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was from me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and whispered in the sounds of silence.
Okay, as you might have saw there in the beginning. Oh, hang on. Sound of Silence, Slave Technology, Victor Void, 6 years ago. And like I said, I believe I first showed, matter of fact, the only time I ever showed it, I believe, was 4 years ago. But think about that, or go back and watch it again. But don't just look at technology as far as cell phones and laptops and computers go, but look at every other thing that's been used to distract and divide and conquer us. Well, when cell phones came out, and before then, and since then. And I know I've said it several times over the years. All these alt media channels have said it over the years. You know, being beaten by the system, by the New World Order agenda. Yes, we have, but we have allowed that to happen. And now, on top of that, starting way back in at least Vietnam with the geoengineering destroying the planet, and I'm going to get to a little bit here shortly. We cannot say and accept the cop-out excuse, and yes, it's a cop-out excuse, that we have done nothing to stop any of this because, you know, they have the power. Well, they do, But what's happened all these years, over all these years, over the quotes that these fucking people like to throw out there, the tireless few can get out and beat these people and do this and that, and refreshing the tree of liberty, and blah blah blah, that horse shit. I'm not going to try to do it and fuck it up like Biden did, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. But we have allowed this to happen. This is our fault as a people, as human people. And since we're in the country, United States of America, you have to say, as Americans, yes, we have allowed this to happen, regardless of what they have done to make this happen, regardless of what they have done to control us. We, as a people, have still allowed this to happen. As patriots, and I do not mean the bullshit patriots, the patriots do not blindly follow, because we're not blindly following the agenda. We know the agenda. We have said over the years that we know the agenda, and yet we keep following and going along and being guided with and living by the agenda. There is no excuse or cop-out whatsoever. We've allowed this to happen. We let it happen. We propagate it. And as I've said over and over since I started on YouTube 6 years ago, having websites, having video channels, having blogs, having podcasts, and talking about it does fucking nothing. We're doing this. That's what CNN and Fox do. That's what the left and the right do. That's what the left and right and the alt media does. That's what the left, right, alt, and awakened people do. Yap. And what's the other thing I've said over the years? Preppers are the government's secret weapon, because as long as they have us prepping to do nothing but to sit back and run and hide and prep to run and hide, we're taken out of the picture, thus success, 100% success. So it does not matter what I say, what any fucking channel says, Patriot Channel, Awaken Channel, Alt Media Channel, podcast, whatever, CNN, Fox, MSNBC, Sky News, and it does not matter what anybody has to say that we listen to that knows the truth as we do, because we are not doing nothing about it whatsoever. Nobody, where's anybody out there doing anything whatsoever to start the agenda, except for doing the things that I've said that we know about they've been doing since before fucking video media came out. We're all doing nothing about talking about it. Like I said over the years, who was the guy that kept throwing Alex Jones? Knowledge is power. Okay, again and again and again, we keep getting filled with knowledge. Every 5 minutes on the news, something different is happening. That's, remember they used to talk about all the time, it seems like time's speeding up. That's because every day, every 5 minutes on the fucking news, I don't care where you get your news or information from, every 5 minutes something different's happening, and that's part of the agenda also. Baffled by bullshit. That's why I called my channel Baffled by Bullshit, because we're baffled by bullshit. We follow the bullshit. We talk about the bullshit, but we still allow the bullshit to propagate to happen. And by going along with it, we are propagating it. We are cooperating with it. Because we go along with it, because we go along with it, because we carry on with it, because we do not do anything about it, we are part of that propaganda. We are part of the agenda. Let's just stick with the United States of America. Every person, I know we're not citizens, we're people, we're humans, whatever. However the fuck we got here. We propagate it, we push it along, we cooperate with it, I don't know if propagate's the same word. We make it stronger. We intensify that. Every fucking time we don't do nothing but run our mouths. We do nothing but make these people stronger and make their dreams and their wishes come true. And no matter what anybody says, that's all this is about for them. And since that's all it's about for them, and we go along with it, we are part of it. We are them. We are they, because we're not doing a fucking thing to stop them except for run our mouths and make videos and but let me pause here and get to some screenshots. Okay, I'm going to start with this one. This is the first photo I've seen where they claiming that the Houthis they're saying Yemen kills at least 3 people as Iran says it's seizing an oil shipment. So that's supposedly legit. They sunk a ship, and a few people 3 or 5 were killed. But I got it mostly in order this time. But let's go on. Oops. This lady, Senator Britt, I actually watched the State of the Union the first time ever. I was hoping to see Biden go into his zombie brain freeze. He kind of did twice, but recovered. And I'm going to tell you, and I guarantee it, they gave him a bump. In street terms, a bump is doing a line of coke or a line of speed. But they gave him a shot or a pill or something to adrenalize him for his speech. Then they had this stupid bitch come on to support the other side, and she was so phony. But, politics. That's the first time ever I watched. That fucking thing went on forever. It's like, oh my God, but blah, I have to show these again because these are very important. I have 3 of these. The UV index, it went up. They bumped that up from 10 to 11 back in. It was 2004, but I guarantee you they would love to raise it again, but it would raise too much suspicion. Oh yeah, right there, May 2000. Duh. Okay, they proposed a Category 5 to include hurricanes with winds 157 to, and they wanted to add a Category 6 of 192 and above because they've had a few storms that have hit that, but of course they turned that down because that would raise a lot of suspicion, but that's how bad shit's getting. One more of those. Anyway, Coral Reef Watch extends alert following extreme coral stress. Okay, this was posted 24 February, and there used to be just 2 alert levels. Now they're up to 5. That's how bad this shit's getting on this planet. Let's keep going here. Okay, Biden, Hamas can end the war now with hostage deal. The U.S. has shot down, vetoed, because they have veto power over the UN, 3 ceasefires. They claim it's because there's no hostage deal. It's bullshit because they want to have whether you got the left or the right, Biden or Trump, they're pro-Israel and kill all the Palestinians. They're not going to agree to a ceasefire whatsoever. Oh, RFB, he's up to, that fraudulent piece of shit liar is up to 24,000. Oh, why didn't he go with, Give, Send, Go, that Christian one? Because if you go with Give, Send, Go, they don't take no money. When you check out, if you raise 25 grand, they ask for a donation. So why not do that? Because he's a Christian, right? Bullshit. But anyway, that's because he was hoping to get more people on GoFundMe since GoFundMe is more popular. Okay, New York PD's budget will be cut by $132 million. Next 5 academy classes canceled. This was posted in November of 23. So other than there is political reasons, they're putting those National Guard in the subways, but it's also because they were part of the defund the police. So this is a cheaper way out. Pay some National Guard. If they keep them there long enough, rotate them out within 30 days. You don't have to pay them the big federal money and federal benefits. That's the Give, Send, Go for Richie. You don't have to give. You don't have to pay nothing. They just want a donation when you're done. And this bitch was smart. I don't give a fuck about left, right, Trump, Biden. I think I believe she's really believing what she's saying, but that's one way to get out of having to spend hours as a woman getting ready to go anywhere is just to throw on a hat and t-shirt. I thought that was funny. Search warrant. What's this for? Okay. Oh, I was sending this to my mom, I believe. They found these body parts in the New York City park or something. Oh, that's what the big deal was, because they arrested him, let him go with no bail, because there's no bail required if you just, mess up a corpse. So apparently they don't have the evidence to believe that they killed these people. Oh, Dane Wigington said this: every disaster movie starts with a scientist being ignored. And what do we get out of the main Christian crowd, which they propagate all over media, is all science is fake. So that's another thing I've done among the supposedly awakened crowd, is all science is bullshit. That's very much intentional. Pivotal moment for humanity as disasters threaten to converge. March this year. a review of global climate change, in other words, geoengineering, along with factories and nuke plants and dumping shit and all our cars too. Do not leave that out whatsoever. How disastrous. I'll go through this real slow. You can pause. I'm not going to read through all this. Small things lead to big things and bigger collapses, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go through. Like I said, you can pause it if you want to read it. Domino effect, very true. We are seeing that right now, and make no fucking mistake. We are in deep, deep fucking shit. Oh, it says here 27 million children driven. What's going on all over the planet right now? We don't even hear about fucking Africa and Ethiopia and that anymore. And all these people starving in Russia and China and Japan and all these other countries. The rest of the EU, the European Union included. Much of America, where did winter go? We haven't had a winter for shit. I don't care how they try to brag about them snowstorms. Ninth straight month, the Earth has obliterated global heat records, which they have. Make no doubt about this. Google all the temperatures throughout every country you want to, week by week, and ocean temperatures too. Wildfires have devastated the Texas cattle industry. Effects may be long-lasting. Of course they're fucking gonna. And like I said, I don't care what they bragged about or put snow amounts here and there in the U.S. When spring, summer gets here, unless they make it rain twice a week to keep them crops growing, the crops are dead and gone. Unless they keep making it rain a couple times a week to keep the fields from burning and the mountains from burning, you get the picture. After a year of deadly fires around the globe, the world is burning again, Texas to Australia. What record-setting ocean temperatures mean? Go look these up. All the fucking dead shit in our oceans. And again, I'm going to say it again. What about the massive millions, if not billions, if not trillions of critters laying along and littering the bottom of the ocean that never wash up? Which is more than does wash up. I'm just going to do this real slow. You can pause and read it if you feel like it. That's why I try to get the headline and the title if you want to look them up. El Nino, warm water temperatures, Atlantic, Caribbean, and Gulf of Mexico set the basin up for a stage that has never been witnessed before. And like I said in that one, water affects the air currents affect the water currents. Affect the soil, the shit they're spraying, the shit, the fertilizers. Oh, just mentioning the gag orders that Dane Wigington has been talking about over the years. Oh, I guess I didn't need 4 of them. Hopefully these aren't repeats, but let's keep going here. Record North American heat sees protoplankton, photoplankton decline. When the little shit dies, everything that feeds off it also dies. New Arctic heat record. Ecosystems morph. Wildlife struggles. Like I said, I'm just going to do this if you want to pause and read it. Arctic's in deep, deep, deep shit. Which of course includes the rest of the planet. Ecosystems rearranging at every trophic level. Very, very true. Do not even Arctic transfer into a warmer climate. Habitats eroding, glaciers, sea ice recede, radical shifts, temperatures reverberate across the planet. I'm going to keep on going here. Oh, see, I took this because you got things like this. Arctic foxes, a top predator, face climate change due to competition from red foxes because they're being driven north as the earth warms. I mean, that affects every species, everything on land, everything in the air, everything in the oceans, because everything's getting warm, too, down here, South America, and all around the planet. Now, I mean, Australia, the Arctic, the North Pole, Russia, it's going on every fucking where. Oh, come on. Oh, is that my last one? Let me pause here. But make no mistake whatsoever. We are deep shit. And like I said over and over, it's easier to store food than to store vast amounts of water. If you have a well, you're going to want to purify that shit down to the 0.05 micron or whatever it is for crypto. But you can boil water to get crypto out, blah, blah, blah. Without sounding stupid or I don't know what else you would call it, that's not the right word. Corny. It's this. I do not get stressed out over it whatsoever, and I'm not talking about the channels or the New World Order. I'm talking about the dying, the death throes of this planet, of course, which very much involves us, but. That, man, I try not to think about it because that's such a massive burden to me, because of what we've done. And yes, I do mean we, because like all this involves the New World Agenda, and we've allowed this to happen. We've allowed it to happen by not stopping it, by saying we can do nothing to stop it because they've told us and programmed us into believing we can do nothing to stop it. We could stop this right now. Starting getting up in the morning, 7 a.m. fucking Eastern, 7 a.m. Eastern time or whenever the sun comes up, and it's going to involve people getting hurt, those of us getting hurt and dying and going to jail. We could overturn this like, these other wars, the Civil War, fighting off the British, they did it back then, and now we're too wimpy to do anything. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to go to jail for a night. We don't even want to get a fucking ticket. We've been programmed and beat down to being such pussies and pansies, regardless of how these guys and these gals get on these channels and talk shit, and I'm a man's man, or I'm a woman's man, or I'm, you know what the fuck but I mean, this is such a burden to me. I fucking hate thinking about this, watching us die, watching all these people die, especially in other countries, fucking starving to death. And I don't mean the war zones and the people where they just don't have food. And it's going to get so much fucking worse. And all these, and the ocean life and just everything, all these animals dying because we fucked it up. They didn't do anything to fuck this up. We fucked it up. And we're not doing a goddamn fucking thing to stop it. See you later.